Tamers are OP. Outlands has been teasing us with a Tamer overhaul for quite some time, and it's finally here. And to be honest with you, the community reviews are overwhelmingly positive. Today, I wanted to go over the Tamer Dexxer template that I personally have been using, and I gotta be honest, guys, I've been really enjoying this. This has been keeping me motivated to PVM day in and day out. Not only that, but it is extremely efficient in farming. So with that, guys, sit back, grab yourself a beer, and let's talk about it. Alright guys, starting off with the template, animal lore at 120. Now this with taming at 120 gives us the maximum amount of underdog bonus possible, meaning if a creature requires less than 120 lore and taming to tame, we gain bonuses in that creature damage, damage resistance, and healing, based on the difference of our taming and lore skill to the required skill to tame said creature. Hurting at 120. Using this skill with a Shepherd's Crook will increase the damage done to that particular target by our pets. We can further increase the damage done as well as accuracy of our pets by using magical and crafted crooks. Make sure you keep this crook tucked away, as thieves will often steal this just to be a jerk or entice a fight. Also note, when you use this skill, your pets will automatically attack the selected target. Animal taming at 120. Now, we've already spoke a little bit about animal taming, but just to reiterate, we need both this and lore at the same skill. For this, we are keeping it at 120 for maximum underdog bonus. Veterinary at 90. At 90, we can cure our pets of poison, as well as successfully resurrect our pets should they die. Something very exciting is veterinary not only heals our pets, but also ourselves. Sure, it's not near as effective as the healing skill or magery, but we shouldn't be taking damage anyways, and there's potions. Make sure you are carrying veterinary supplies, as they heal all your pets and yourself all at once. These require 100 cloth, 10 beeswax, 1 greater heal potion, and 1 greater cure potion. It also takes a tailor with at least 100 skill to craft. It's not a bad idea to also carry bandages. Veterinary supplies are only half as efficient as regular bandages, as a drawback to them healing yourselves and pets all at the same time. Fencing at 90. Alright, as always, feel free to choose any weapon skill. It'll be okay. If you have a favorite, use it. But fencing is by far the most popular choice, and there's solid reason to that. Its weapon special will help ensure your pets never miss while attacking. We only went with 90 here, as we really only need to get 1 special off, and our focus is on our pets doing damage rather than ourselves. As we get higher in aspect, we'll recoup that missing fencing skill and rarely miss. We are also using a Chris, since it's a very fast weapon. We want as many chances, yeah, that's right, as many chances to proc our aspect as possible. That means swings. Even though the percentage is scaled to weapon speed, if we do miss, it's not going to be as detrimental as if we miss with a slower weapon. Therefore, in my theory, a Chris would be the best weapon to chase aspect and weapon special procs. Again though, fencing weapon special is just too good to pass up. If your pets miss, they don't do damage. So we need to make sure our pets are hitting, and fencing's weapon special is the name for that one. Tactics at 80. Let's go with the bare minimum required to utilize the fencing codex. 80. Again, our focus is on pet damage, not our own. Arms lore at 80. 80 arms lore will do multiple things for us and our pets. One is it'll disarm our target. This will increase damage done by all sources to the target that was disarmed, meaning our pets. Another is it will give us a higher chance to proc our special. Some may choose camping here, but again, this template focus is on pet damage, and this skill gives our pets more damage. Alright, let's talk about aspect. Command weapon. I'm not gonna lie to you. Command is very expensive. With the recent changes to Tamers, everyone is buying up command cores. Hopefully you were leveling this up long ago when command plummeted. Otherwise, good luck. Command is such a powerful weapon for this, as it heals our pets and gives them a 50% damage bonus until a pool of damage has been dealt based on your aspect level. Now, for the armor, I went again with command armor. I keep bringing it up, but this build is all about pet damage, so command armor also takes the win here. boasting increased pet damage and pet resistance. It's also not bad when it's time to switch your pets out and you need to tame new ones, as it gives you a taming chance bonus as well as a pet experience bonus. If you can't afford command or simply just don't want to, water is a great choice as well, especially you newbie tamers out there. Water will give you more chance to proc your weapon special. It will greatly increase the ability at which you heal yourself and your pets. But best of all, it's super cheap. Yeah. With water, you may even actually go with the archery skill. More weapon special procs means more hinders, and more hinders means your pets take less damage. It's really not a bad idea. It's really up to you though. But back on fencing, as far as the fencing codex goes, I went with aggressive. This increases swing speed, so guess what? More chances to proc that we keep talking about. The offset is more damage to ourselves, but the goal is not to be taking damage. Sometimes though, it's unavoidable. In that case, hop on over to defensive. For the finisher, I'm gonna go with Flurry for super fast swings. When it comes to the mastery chain, in no particular order, follower damage for obviously more follower damage, follower attack speed for obviously more follower damage, melee aspect chance. If you did in fact go with command as proccing, that makes life so easy. And then follower damage resistance isn't a bad one either if you still have some of those laying around, but you can also convert those over to follower attack speed. Okay, let's lightly talk about the taming bestiary. I'll do an entire video over this in the future. This is all very dependent on what pets you're using. It's also important to read the descriptions and abilities of what pets you're using, as well as what options you have in the bestiary. But just for instance, and what I've been using, vampire bats are a great choice. Depending on the level of aspect, you could technically go with just 5 of these bad boys. Expect a nerf soon. They have a passive ability called Bleed. That bleeds the target, and a cooldown ability called Devour that will eat corpses to gain back 15% of its maximum health. So they make great damage pets that also passively heal back damage they may incur. I keep all 5 of them with aggro turned on, so the damage and threat in theory spreads amongst them between monsters. As far as the bestiary points goes, I love Feed at 6 points. This will give them a 30% chance to restore 10% of their max health on melee hits every 15 seconds. Now, this is due to the fact that they cause bleeds on creatures. This won't work on creatures that don't bleed, and I already tested it. It doesn't work if you try to force the bleed with swordsmanship. Then Hunting Party for 6 points. This increases the damage dealt by 30%, as long as both you and your pets are within 1 tile of the creature that you guys are attacking. Lethality for 6 points. This will give our pets melee attacks a 30% chance to inflict double damage. Beautiful. Swarm at 6 points. This increases damage dealt by 6% times our total number of followers. So in this case, there's 5 different followers. So 30%. And also, it increases the healing done by 4% times our total followers. So in this case, 20% total for the 5 followers. You can see how these perks align really well with the abilities of the vampire bats and being a melee fencer. Think about these scenarios when you're selecting your pet perks. If you'd like to see a separate video over different pet combinations and taming bestiary options, then comment below. Not only that, join the almost 3,000 member Discord, the Pwnstarr Gaming Discord, and let me know there. Alright, now I'm sure you guys have all heard about the Zoology Guild. Something to keep in mind. Outlands has devised a system to keep us from all grabbing the meta pet. You guys remember these purple dragons and just how they took over all of Outlands? Basically, the pets that were used least last week get a bonus to their damage, damage resistance, and healing. Because of that, vampire bats this week may be amazing, but something less used may be much better next week. On that same note, if you were to change up your pets due to this, you'd also want to change up your taming bestiary perks based on what abilities they actually have. And there you have it, folks. There is the Tamer Dexxer template that I personally have been playing since the taming overhaul came out. And, kudos to you guys, once again, the staff of Outlands, for making something super awesome. Tamers are back. They were pretty much dead for the longest time, but this has really revitalized them and people are loving it. I really like seeing all the different types of pets that people are using. That's what I like the best about it, because it's not just all those same purple dragons stomping over everything and taking over the entire screen. Shout out to the Patreons, the channel members, and you guys for liking this video, as it helps for discoverability for myself, but more importantly, UO Outlands and my fellow streamers here on Outlands as well. Make sure and come by the live streams most evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube. If you guys have video suggestions that you'd like to see me do, make sure and comment below or join the Discord and let me know, as I do like doing content that you guys, the viewers, and the community would like for me to do. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Pwnstarr Gaming out.